I'm back in Cali. I'm in Santa Barbara to drive the new CRV Hybrid. We also got some hot news on Honda talking about their battery electric vehicle investment happening here in North America. And also, Hyundai just announced a massive battery electric vehicle announcement as well. EVs are heating up. And we also are going to mention the new Polestar 3 at the very end. So buckle up, grab your snacks and drinks, and let's get into it. Starting with Honda, just mainly because Honda brought me here. Honda makes major investment in Ohio to create new electric vehicle hub. This includes $700 million investment in 3 Honda plants in Ohio to retool for EV production, and $3.5 billion committed by joint venture battery plant in Fayette County, Ohio, that will support production of battery modules for Honda and Acuras. This is the joint venture that was announced maybe a month ago with LG, which doesn't come as a surprise because LG is, best friends with General Motors, and we know that hashtag Gundam is strong right now. So of course they're going to invest with LG. It only makes sense. So this JV battery plant, it's not junior varsity, it's joint venture. It will be located, like we said earlier, in Fayette County, 40 miles southwest of Columbus. And I would have been in Columbus last week, but Hurricane Ian happened. I would have been in Columbus to see the last NSX Type S be built, but yeah. This announcement was held 45 years to the day after Honda announced its first production facility in Ohio, October 11th, 1977. It will transform the Marysville auto plant, East Liberty Auto Plant, and Anna Engine Plant for the electrified future. 300 new jobs will be created as well, and these vehicles will start production here in North America in 2026 based on the new Honda e-architecture platform. The $700 million of retooling will enable AEP associates to produce the battery case to be combined with the battery modules from the JV plant on a sub-assembly line at the Marysville Auto Plant, and the complete battery unit will then be installed in EVs built by associates by both MAP and ELP. So with all this battery manufacturing going on in America for Honda and Acura, that means they will qualify for the EV tax credit to some degree. Now, the sourcing of those materials is where it gets tricky. Where are they getting the lithium, the cobalt, the copper, etc. for this battery pack? Hopefully they're able to pull it from the free trade countries that the new EV tax credit is requiring. So just a reminder, Honda wants to have completely electric vehicles, either battery electric or hydrogen fuel cell, by 2040 in North America. When it comes to that battery plant with LG, the two companies plan to begin construction in Fayette County in early 2023, and they hope to have it done by the end of 2024. This will enable the start of mass production battery modules using advanced pouch type lithium-ion cells by the end of 2025, with an annual production capacity of approximately 40 gigawatt hours. Definitely stay tuned for more Honda news and of course my CRV hybrid driving impressions that I'll be driving it tomorrow. And then I don't know the embargo, I don't think off the top of my head right now, but should be later this month, I would think, for those driving impressions. But we're shifting gears, but since we're EVs, we're not really shifting gears. We're like recharging. I don't know. Hyundai Motor Group announces future roadmap for software-defined vehicles at Unlock the Software Age Global Forum. Now, I wasn't able to attend this live because I was in Nashville or on a plane or something, but Hyundai did invite me to tune into this webcast, essentially, but now I'm getting to read it for the first time with you guys, so I'm excited to see this. So, over-the-air updates for software by all models by 2025 will offer enhanced performance and functionality anytime, anywhere across all global markets. 20 million vehicles expected to be registered to the group's connected car services worldwide by 2025. An 18 trillion won investment by 2030 in global software center. I'll put what that is in US dollars. I know it's several billion. I want to say it's like $12 billion. It's a lot of money being pumped into software, but EVs need to have good software if they want to be, one, good EVs, but commercially competitive with its competitors. And this is the thing of the future, guys, is subscription cars. We saw BMW doing it. We know Tesla does it with their self-driving. Says the group will also offer FOD, or feature-on-demand services, next year. This will give customers the ability to select and purchase functions and features that meet their needs and tastes, and the freedom to create vehicles that best match their lifestyles. I mean, it's been going on for a while with how Toyota, for example, and a lot of the most other manufacturers, it's like, well, if you want remote start on your phone app, well, you're going to have to pay for it. So it's, OnStar has been a subscription service for a long time, right? So it's nothing new, but it's going to be more and more commonplace. Now, here's the exciting part for me. Software doesn't do a whole lot for me. I just want, Android software on just about everything. But the group will introduce, a Hyundai group, will introduce vehicles in 2025 based on 2 new EV platforms, EM and ES. And the new EV platforms will be created under the group's integrated modular architecture, the IMA system. So the ES platform is for purpose-built vehicles, so ride-hailing, nothing that you guys who follow my channel would be excited about. But the EM platform is what we would be interested in. So it's being developed for EVs across all segments and will provide a 50% improvement in driving range on a single charge compared to current EVs. So that's 450 miles of range. I don't know if that math is correct, but guys, do you believe that 2025 we're gonna have 450 miles of EV range? That seems far-fetched to me, but hey, time will tell to see if Hyundai can live up to their hype. This hype machine, 50% improved driving range on a single charge. That is insane. And it will also support level 3 or higher autonomous driving technology. So that's pretty cool. We want to see better safety and better autonomy. Like, there's nothing better than driving on a long distance and then you wish someone could drive for you because you're just going straight on the interstate or something. That's probably the best case scenario for an autonomous driving system. In town city driving, if it's stop and go, like traffic jam, I would enjoy having the car do that for me. But most times, like, I want to be in control. I want to be switching lanes. I don't want to just be like a little sheep going with all the other sheep. That's just me though. And speaking of autonomy, this year, the Hyundai Group will apply advanced highway driving pilot on the Genesis G90, which is level 3 technology for autonomous driving based on the 2nd generation integrated controller. So if I get a G90 with this software on it, this highway driving package or pilot, I definitely will be testing it out to see how good it is, mainly on the highway, of course. And we're going to finish up with some more EV news just because that's the trend we're on today. And Polestar 3 was just announced. So let's go over it. I think we also have quite a bit of, and I glanced over it. So I think pricing is around $82,000. And there's just one grade, and then you have the option of the additional performance package, which I think is around $6,000 upgrade. We'll have Android Automotive OS, which is my favorite software on any car that I've tested, mainly because it's just like me using my phone. It's super intuitive, very easy, very clean, very quick and snappy. And it's co-developed, of course, with Google, and they have a 14.5-inch center display in here. And here we are looking at the dual motor configurations. The base car, 82 grand based car, has 360 kilowatts and 840 newton meters of torque, and the performance pack, 380 kilowatts and 910 newton meters of torque. There's also adjustable one pedal drive included. Now on the Polestar 2, it was just an on-off for one pedal driving. So it looks like you maybe have different zones or different strengths of that one pedal driving. And there's also an electric torque vectoring dual clutch function on the rear axle for both grades. And it was first developed for the Polestar 1. And a decoupling function is also available for the rear electric motor, allowing the car to run only on the front electric motor for energy conservation. So going to the spreadsheet here, I have revised this now with the updated powertrains, and it's got a lot more power than I was expecting. Automotive News also did a great write-up of the Polestar 3, and they have some additional information that I didn't see in the Polestar press release. So they want to sell 24,000 of the Polestar 3s in 2023, 67,000 in 2024, 77,000 in 2025. Polestar 3 will begin at Volvo's car Chengdu, China factory, but U.S. production is scheduled to start at Volvo's Ridgeville, South Carolina plant in the first quarter of 2024. And they hope to, in the future, qualify for that $7,500 EV tax credit. Now, as for the battery, that 111 kilowatt hour, 107 is usable, and there are 204 prismatic cells, and it is made by CATL. And starting price is $85,000, $300, including shipping. So if we look at the updated spreadsheet here, we have a 482 horsepower base model with 619 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60. They say 5 seconds to 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. So that's about upper fours. And then mid fours is what we're expecting for the performance pack, which is about $6,000 more is what we're expecting versus the $85,300 base model. 326 miles of range is kind of what I'm expecting based off the 610 kilometers of range in the WLTP cycle. Now, we just talked about how Honda will have pouch style lithium ion battery packs with their upcoming vehicles coming out in 2026. But this lithium ion battery features a prismatic cell design housed in a protective aluminum case with boron steel reinforcement and liquid cooling. Heat pump is standard, that's great. And the Polestar 3 utilizes ambient heat for climate and battery preconditioning. It also has bidirectional charging. This is a lot of speakers, 25 speakers from the Bowers and Wilkins, which I believe that's the system we see a lot of the time in the top of the grade Volvos as well. It's a really, really good sound. So 25 speakers, that's a bit mind-blowing. We'll have 21-inch wheels on this thing. All versions include air suspension, full-length panoramic glass roof, and all LED lighting inside and out. You also have retractable doors handles with proximity sensing. And available for order in the second quarter of 2023 is an optional pilot pack with LiDAR from Luminar. And that is going to give you also a control unit from NVIDIA, 3 cameras, 4 ultrasonic sensors, and a cleaning for the front and rear view cameras. The performance pack gives you 22-inch wheels, and then you'll have Swedish gold details around the vehicle as well. Here are all the specs, and I'll just kind of let it scroll through nice and slow. Do you think this vehicle is going to be worth your money for $82K? That's a lot of money for a brand new car brand. I mean, I guess Rivian's been fetching really high prices, and others so like Lucid has been fetching extremely high prices for a startup. And I feel like there's just maybe a little bit more confidence when you're buying from Polestar because it's essentially Volvo. It's essentially Geely or Geely. I always say it different every video. So unfortunate that it's made in China the first year, but it is good to see that just the year later, 2024, it will be built in America. So, I mean, if I was getting this vehicle, I would just wait. I would wait for it to be built in South Carolina to support my local Americans. But I'm getting it there, guys. A lot of news. Honda building that battery plant in Ohio, investing $700 million to retool their plants, and then also several billion to build that battery plant with LG Chem. And then you also have Hyundai, new platform, 50% better range in theory than, let's say, the Ioniq 5. That is nuts. And then we'll have brand new software over the air updates starting soon. So I got to cut myself off. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to share my driving impressions of the all-new Honda CR-V Hybrid. Oof, it'll be fun. Catch you in the next one. Signing out from beautiful Santa Barbara, California. Take care of yourselves.